What's up guys, this is a video on the best way to connect a vlogging system to a helmet. So this is for the GoPro Hero 6 and 5 Black, and it should work with the new GoPro Hero camera what's just been released as well. So right guys, originally I had my GoPro camera connected to the front of the helmet and I had it attached with this 3M tape. What I had to do was connect strips of 3M tape down the sides to build it up so it fit flush onto the front of the helmet. So the issue what I was having was as well, so I'll show you that now. So right guys, this is the original adhesive mount what I had on it, and this is what it looks like on it. So I've pieced loads of 3M tape together to build up to the curve on either side. So originally I was happy with it, I had no issues with it, but as time's gone along, I'll see if I can get that in, but if you can notice that it's starting to come loose and it's moving. And these, I've got a GoPro Hero 6 here, or even whatever GoPro it is pretty expensive, so it's not worth losing your camera, if you know what I mean. For that reason, that's why I'm taking this off and I'm going to modify it and use this moldable glue which is made by Sugru. So I've got the 3 single pack and I've got it in black. So right guys, we're going to connect this Sugru moldable glue to the mount now, and I've taken my 3M tape off that completely so I can use that again. So I've got them in black. Like I said, I'm going to use 2 of them. So right, I'm going to rip them open and this is what it actually looks like. So I'm going to take both of them out, I'm going to stick them together. I'm going to roll it up into a ball. Like that. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to connect it up to the back of the mount. Like that. And I'm just going to push it out from the middle. So once I've got it spread out, I'm going to place it onto the helmet where I want it and push it on. So I'm going to have this about right there in the middle. So about right there. So once I've got my place where I'm going to fit it right there, I'm just going to push it now and squeeze it on. So it can bond to it. So just make sure it's on straight and level. It needs 24 hours to cure, so once it's on and you've got time to play with it and get it into the place you want it. Once you're happy, you can cut the access off. And what I'm going to do to cut the access off, I'm just going to use a piece of string. Well, a pretty tough piece of string, and I'm going to just cut it like this by forcing it into it and just taking it off like that. So as you can see, that's a clean cut, that. And I'm going to do that on the sides as well. So right guys, that's the Sugru connected to the mount. So now we've got to leave it for 24 hours to dry, and we can move to the next stage. We don't really want to be connecting the camera and the microphone to it because it'll only come loose now. So right guys, I'm going to leave that for 24 hours and then we're going to come back and continue this video. So right guys, it's been 24 hours since we fitted the Sugru to the helmet, and that's dried now and fixed into place. So I'll quickly show you what that looks like, and it's pretty good actually. It's making contact all the way around on the mount, and I did actually clean it up a little bit. The only one issue I had is when I cleaned it, it slightly moved to the right. But I can still use it, it's not a problem. But I'm just showing you lot so that you don't make the same mistake as I did. Because once it's fixed into place, there's no moving that at all, because it's absolutely rock solid. There's no play in it. There's not even a bit of giving it or movement in it at all. The only way you're going to take that off now is by physically cutting it all the way around to take that off. So I'm really impressed with that. And I'd advise anybody else to do the same. The other thing I realised was, with my other mount, when I had the 3M tape on it and I had it built up on the sides, it's actually made out of a foam, and there was a slight bit of movement in that when the camera was attached. And I don't know if we're going to end up with better footage with the Sugru connected to it. So right guys, we're going to fit the microphone to it next, and we're going to use this microphone here, which I bought from Amazon for £51. It's called the Giant Squid microphone, and it's the only microphone that will actually work with the GoPro Hero 6 and 5 Black. And it should work with the new GoPro Hero camera what's just been released as well. So I'll stick a link in the description below. And the microphone itself is really heavy duty. It's actually made out of metal. So I don't know if you can hear this. It's really solid. They give you extra wire with it, but we'll just stuff that into the helmet. And they actually give you a right angle connection with it, which makes it better to connect the mic adapter with. So right, we'll fit that to the helmet now, and they actually supply you with a little windsock for it as well, so I'm going to put that on now before we actually fit it. So right, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to put it on its side, and we're going to take the chin guard off, and then we're going to take the cheek pad off. We'll just move that out of the way because we don't need to take that off completely. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to get the access wire, and we're going to put that into place like that. And we're going to actually fit the microphone about there. So then we're going to leave a bit of access wire out, hanging out as well. And then we're going to fit the cheek pad into place. So I'm just going to get this microphone into place, and I'll show you what it looks like in a few minutes, in a few seconds. So right, we've got the microphone in place, if you can see that there. And we've got the access wire hanging out. So right, the next step is to connect the mic adapter. So this is the mic adapter, and I've noticed some people fit them on the sides, and I've realised that it actually doesn't physically stick properly to anything, and it ends up coming off over time. So the best thing I thought was to connect it to the front over here, and I'll show you how I do that now. But first thing we do is we get a mount like this, and we'll connect that up. Lock that into place. Next thing we need is a pivot arm like this, a short one, a straight one, and we'll fit that into place like that. And we'll put the thumb screw in, but we won't tighten it up completely. So that's into place now. So the next thing we need is a tie wrap, a long tie wrap like this. And what we're going to do is, I'll see if I can get this in the camera, but if you can see the middle of this pivot arm, we're going to slide the tie wrap through the middle until it comes out of the top like this, and then we're going to feed the other bit, if you can see this, down this bit here. So I'll do that now. Down the first slot of the bottom mount, so it pulls through like that. So once it's in place, it'll look like this. And then what we're going to do next is get the mic adapter, and we're going to put that in between here like that. Once we've done that, we're going to tighten the tie wrap up once we get it into place. So basically once it's tightened up, it'll be like this in its place. So I'm just going to quickly tighten that up. So that's what it looks like once it's fixed into place. So that's it now. That's not going to come off. So you're probably thinking, how are we going to end up taking it off if it starts raining or anything like that? Basically, once this is in place, you're going to cut the excess off here anyway. Just leave a little bit extra hanging off. But what you'll do is you'll just slide this upwards like this. If you can see that. Lift the rubber up from the bottom, and you'll just slide this off. That's what you do to take it off if it starts raining. So I'll just put that back on, and we'll click the rubber back down, and we'll put this back into place there. So that's fixed into place now. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to connect the mic up. So what you do with the mic is you just connect it up in the side like this, and that's the mic connected. With the access wire, what we're going to do is we're going to end up stuffing it into here like this, very carefully, into the centre. And I'm going to do that now. Just bear with us a second and I'll show you what that looks like. So basically what I'm doing is I'm just shoving the wire in the centre there. And then once that's in place, I'm going to use a chin guard to force that down a little bit. And I'm going to connect the chin guard back on as well. And that's what it should look like once it's fixed into place. So that's the mic adapter connected and everything. So as you can see, I'll show you once more. I just need to cut that excess off there. And I'll do that now actually. But don't cut it off completely flush to it, leave a little bit of excess on it. So if you can see that I've left a tiny bit on it. So that's how you connect everything together. So the next step is to connect the camera up. So now we'll connect the camera to the front. And we'll tighten that up. And then we'll connect the mic adapter to the side. So that's it now, that's connected. That's all set up and ready to use. So right guys, this is a quick demo for the Giant Squid microphone. And it's connected up to the GoPro Hero 5 session. So I'll show you what it looks like in a second in the mirror if you can see that. It's connected up to the mic adapter. It's keeping an eye on traffic in front. It's getting a little bit busy. to get off this road fast. So right guys, this is the demo for the giant squid microphone, and it's connected up to the GoPro Hero 5 session. So I don't know if you can see that in the mirror, but it's connected up to my helmet with a mic adapter. So I've already tested it out, but not on the motorbike, so hopefully there shouldn't be no issues or no problems. So the only problem I might have is that I might have to move the microphone about into a better place until I find the perfect place for the audio. Absolutely happy with the Sugru mount. It's absolutely solid. I've got no worries about my camera coming off and losing it. It's absolutely solid. The only way I'm going to lose that if the actual frame snaps. That's how you connect a GoPro Hero 5 session to a helmet with a mic adapter. So right guys, I hope this helps somebody out who's having any problems connecting one up, and thanks for watching guys. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. Bye.